You are so innocent, and that's what scares me most. While you're smiling, the world is rearranging itself behind your back. You walk through conversations unaware that people are deciding your fate in whispers you'll never hear. Your kindness makes you blind to the danger hiding inside familiar faces. You trust too easily, not knowing some people study you the way hunters study prey. While you believe everything is fine, I can see the cracks widening behind the scenes. You laugh freely, unaware that silence has already started planning against you. Your innocence isn't weakness, but in this world, it's treated like an invitation. You think honesty protects you, yet it's the very thing others exploit. You assume people mean what they say, never imagining the games being played beneath their words. You move forward with hope, not realizing how many doors have already been closed behind you. Your heart believes in fairness, while reality operates on manipulation. You think you're included, but you don't see how often you're discussed without being defended. You still think intentions matter more than outcomes. And I wish that were true. You don't notice the way eyes change when you turn your back. You believe silence means peace, not knowing it often means strategy. You think loyalty is mutual, unaware of how one-sided it's become. You smile at people who already decided not to protect you. You see people as they present themselves, not as they truly are. You think honesty is enough, never realizing deception has a head start. You still believe everyone plays by the same rules you do. You don't recognize warning signs because you assume love wouldn't hurt you. You trust explanations without questioning the gaps between words. You think time will fix things, not realizing time is being used against you. You don't see how often your is mentioned with calculated pauses. You believe misunderstanding is accidental, not intentional. You think people change because they want to, not because they need to manipulate. You assume care exists because words are soft, not noticing actions are sharp. You don't hear the laughter that starts after you leave the room. You think protection will arrive when needed, unaware no one is standing guard. You confuse calm behavior with good intentions. You believe your heart is seen, not realizing it's only being used. You don't realize how often others test how much they can get away with. You think kindness earns respect, but in their eyes, it earns opportunity. You don't see how patience is mistaken for permission. You think loyalty will be returned, not measured. You believe love means safety, not leverage. You don't notice how people mirror you just long enough to disarm you. You think vulnerability invites connection, unaware it also invites control. You assume people feel guilt the same way you do. You don't see how often truth is twisted before reaching you. You believe distance means healing, not abandonment. You trust reassurance without noticing. Repetition replaces sincerity. You think you're being protected when you're actually being kept unaware. You don't notice how carefully information is filtered before reaching you. You believe good intentions outweigh bad behavior. You don't realize how often your silence benefits others. You assume misunderstandings will clear themselves. You think love would warn you before it hurts you. You don't see how innocence becomes isolation. You believe the world is gentler than it actually is. You don't notice how often people prepare for outcomes you weren't invited into. You trust patterns that were designed to comfort you. You believe everyone wants peace, not power. You don't see how easily your empathy is weaponized. You think staying kind will keep you safe. You don't realize how much has already happened without your consent. You assume transparency exists because no one objected. You believe patience will be rewarded, not exploited. You don't see how innocence becomes invisibility.